and the evolution of the tertiary education in the form of University of Papua New Guinea, we've come a long way. And then in 1960, it was decided that Papua New Guinea students should be trained in Papua New Guinea itself. And the University of Papua New Guinea first intake was in 1966. I graduated in February 1973 as the first Papua New Guinean to graduate with an MBBS. As we move on, education is definitely very important. As I look back and as I look forward, I'm very, very proud to be from this country. I wish you all the very best, and this is our country, and we love it. Happy 50th birthday, Papua New Guinea, everybody.
Good day, I'm Tracy Pa with the news update. The Prime Minister of Solomon Islands, Jeremiah Mandeli, will arrive in the country this afternoon for a bilateral meeting with his counterpart, James Marape. Upon arrival at the APEC terminal, he will pay a courtesy call to the Governor-General at the Government House before proceeding to the Melanesian House for official bilateral talks with Prime Minister James Marape. Prime Minister Marape highlighted the unique and strategic ties between Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands, noting that PNG is the leading investing nation in the Solomon Islands, with more than 60 PNG companies actively contributing to its economy. He also underscored the regional significance of the visit, noting that in just a few weeks, the Solomon Islands will host the Pacific Islands Forum under Prime Minister Mandeli's chairmanships. The Simbu Provincial Government has officially opened 3 projects in the Kundiawa Gambok district, funded under the Provincial Services Improvement Program funds.
The projects focused on the construction of new staff houses for Kondomangundo Memorial High School, Barengil High School, and Kundiawa Lutheran Day Secondary School. Each school received 200,000 kina, which was used to build teacher housing and purchase white goods, creating a more supportive learning environment for students. Governor Noah Cool stressed that the initiative reflects his government's commitment to education, which he described as the cornerstone of human resource development. Principals from the 3 schools presented their reports during the ceremony, all confirming the successful construction of staff houses in their respective schools. Simbu Provincial Administrator John Punde took the opportunity to stress the importance of investing in education. The Simbu Provincial Government believes that better housing will allow teachers to settle in comfortably and provide quality education, setting the foundation for students to succeed in future. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Octedi Mining has donated a 300,000 check to Okma Junior High in Western Province to help complete vital school projects and strengthen education services for the community. Chairman of Octedi Landowners Royalty Investment Trust and Millennium Group of Companies, Henry Asikem, explained that the 300,000 kina is only the first installment. He said the donation will help the school put up a solar system and carry out essential maintenance. As the game added by December this year, an additional 200,000 kina will be provided, bringing the total community project support to 500,000 kina. With this new funding, Okma Junior High School is set to upgrade its facilities and continue serving the community for generations, ensuring both the late president's vision and the partnerships with Millennium Investment remains remembered. In news overseas, children with mild developmental delay and autism will soon be diverted from the National Disability Insurance Scheme into a new program. The $2 billion Thriving Kids program, announced today by NDIS Minister, is part of the government's attempts to rein in the ballooning cost of this scheme.
After a wait of almost 2 years, today some clarity on disability support for children.
Children with mild to moderate developmental delay or autism need a robust system of supports to help them thrive. A program for thriving kids. And that's the program that I intend to deliver.
$2 billion will be put towards its Thriving Kids program, a system to provide support to children outside the NDIS.
I think most Australians would be alarmed to know that now 1 out of every 10 6-year-olds are on the NDIS.
Before they had access to the right support, Angelique May Bennett and her eldest child often had to deal with exclusion from school.
My daughter packed her bag for a month, wondering why she wasn't being sent to school.
The NDIS provided the therapy her daughter needed.
The NDIS was just life-saving.
But the scheme's growth is a concern. In 2022, its budget was expanding by 22% a year. The government is on track to bring that down to 8%, but the minister says he wants to see that reduced to around 5 or 6%. He said half of new NDIS entrants are under 9, most of whom have developmental delay or autism.
Diverting this group of kids over time from the NDIS is an important element of making the scheme sustainable and returning it to its original intent.
Minister Butler says he wants the program to start in July next year. Disability advocates worry that doesn't leave enough time for consultation.
Let alone a really thorough and rigorous procurement process to make sure that only supports that are evidence-based and will truly meet the needs of the community will actually be the ones that are funded.
Those with more moderate and profound types of autism will need to remain in the NDIS because they do have a significant and lifelong disability.
The disability community is optimistic about today's announcement, but says the devil will be in the detail. They agree the NDIS needs to be financially sustainable, but that consultation over coming months will be vital.
Back home in sports, Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited yesterday announced its renewal of a 3-year sponsorship to the PNG National Men's Rugby League team. The PNG LNG Kumuls, the 3.3 million kina platinum sponsorship over 3 years will cover the Kumuls' international matches in the annual Prime Minister's 13 and the Pacific Championships.
On behalf of PNG RFL Chairman Sandy Saka, Chief Executive Officer, PNG RFL Stanley Ondina thanked KPHL for the sponsorship renewal. KPHL has been a platinum sponsor for the PNG LNG Kumul since 2022 and has played a major role in the development of rugby league through its sponsorship of the school's rugby league competition and the recent elite youth competition. These programs have helped young boys and men around the country who hope to one day don the Kumul jumper. Managing Director of Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, Wapu Song, said KPHL was happy to renew its sponsorship to the Kumuls for another 3 years, reaffirming its commitment to national pride, youth development, and community engagement. PNG LNG Kumuls will play in the Pacific Bowl Championships this October and November against the Cook Islands and Fiji, with the Prime Minister's PM's 13 against Australia to be played on October 12th. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
There's plenty to play for at Amy Park on Friday night as the Bulldogs look to get back on track while the Storms chase a 9th home win of the season. The only home loss in 2025 for the Storm came against Manly in round 20, while the Panthers, Sharks and Broncos count among their victims at the Hammy Park Fortress.
Coming off a loss last week, the Bulldogs sit in 3rd place and need to get their mojo back if they hope to climb back into the top 2 and earn a home final in week 1 of the playoffs. The Storm came up with another great escape to sneak past the Panthers in Golden Point with Harry Grant and Cameron Munster in supreme form. They are building nicely in their quest to avenge last year's grand final defeat. Bulldogs have no changes to the side from last week, but a couple of key men listed in the reserves as they near a return. Back rower Sitili Tupanua and winger Marcela Montoya are both in the frame for a call-up later in the week after missing their 4 games and 6 games respectively. Star Storm fullback Ryan Peppenhausen has been named in the extended squad as he looks to return from concussion, so Cameron Munster is listed at fullback for the time being. Sean Blow will miss the game due to an ankle injury, enabling Joe Chan to start in the back row while Bronston Garlick joins the bench. Also listed among the reserves is Nelson Asofa Solomona after 2 games with the Sunshine Coast Falcons in the Queensland Cup. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
It's a race that relies on the rays of the sun and the staying power of competitors. The World Solar Challenge this year will see almost 40 sun-powered cars race from the top to the bottom of Australia. The teams have begun arriving in Darwin and are ready for the starter's gun on Sunday.
The world's budding solar scientists are gearing up to race all the way from Darwin to Adelaide in these sun-powered vehicles.
Before, we're just a team by ourselves in the north of the Netherlands, and now we're surrounded by so many other teams, people who have suffered kind of the same way we've suffered, the long hours, the long days.
This year's World Solar Challenge has attracted 37 teams from Australia and all the way from South Korea to Estonia and the United States. While many teams come from universities, others, like this South Australian team, include high schoolers alongside full-time engineers.
The challenge is to build something at a price that's affordable as well, but using, I guess, techniques and helping the young people to learn.
The teams will need speed to take home the trophy, along with a finely tuned mix of maths and science, and some skilled driving.
They give me all the information, all the different speeds I need to drive, and I just execute the tasks that are given to me.
Careful attention and a dose of road safety is also required.
We're sharing the roads not only with the world's best, we're also sharing the roads with working road trains up to 63 metres long, navigating cattle grids, roadkill.
And while glory is the goal, competitors say sharing the road is a special experience of its own.
It's really inspiring because, you know, we nerd out for a very specific kind of topic, and now we've got others who can relate.
The challenge kicks off on Sunday, and there are high hopes for sunny days ahead.
And that ends our news update. Do join us at 6 p.m. for more news and sports. Bye for now.